Hey, tribe and potential tribe members. Take two. Unbeknownst to y'all. Everything with great reason. Initially, these two cards were face down. I went through the process, of allowing the divine to bring me to the card. And then I was interrupted. And a call doesn't usually stop my video, but this time it did. Long story short, they wanted me to get more familiar with this energy because I was about to read it a different way. They also added another card, and behind this card is a card very centered on oneness with all. Sun, moon, earth, and infinity. Now, this is a quote to meditate on. And it was important enough for them to interrupt some shit, okay? It says, wisdom arises through effort. Wisdom disappears through lack of effort. Knowing this twofold path of growth and decline, one should arrange oneself such that wisdom increases. You have the Emperor, the Sun, the Magician, World at the bottom of the deck, and the Empress behind that. You've become far more wiser through the efforts you've been pouring into your life, through love, through paying attention to your foundations, through it all. Don't allow this time or any time to stop you from pursuing whatever is tailored to your many missions that ultimately helps you to fulfill your overall purpose. It's not the time to be lost in the world. Fuck what's going on. Stay centered within yourself. Tribe, this is a time where not only are you having personal karmic wrap-ups, detachments, lessons learned, but so is the world. And I mean that as far as individuals and the world itself. There's growth, there's expansion, there's closure of cycles. There's transformation, there's healing. I seen 303, although it wasn't on the clock. That may be significant for some of you. Coming in as the Emperor, closing out as the Empress behind the World at the bottom of the deck. And this was like an overall energy. Your dedication, your focus, and your continual ability to apply this energy in your manifestations, in harnessing the energy from your many blessings, is ultimately leading you into a place of, I heard, mastery, cultivation, shine, sunshine. It's an energy of recognition. You have foresight. You have abilities. But if you're able to stay confident, true to yourself, and determined to your I almost say dedications, but your goals, your ambitions, your dreams, it will come into full fruition. I really feel this strong energy of you needing to be the driving force of creation. A candle pop. You needing to be the driving force of creation. Finding the positive inspirations in your life that helps you continue on your path, on your journey. continuing to embrace the truth as it stands. And right before I turned on the camera, they're reminding me that in the process of walking this spiritual quest I'm hearing and operating in the world with this root chakra energy and being on your grown shit but still connecting to the foundations, the inner child, root chakra, right? Red. Passions, your many passions for life, your fiery nature, your transformative nature, your loving nature, your understanding nature. You've been able to rise to a certain plateau, but what I was initially saying is, in navigating in this world, I don't think others fully understand how protected you are with this armor he has on under it, but more so how you're able to take on this Aries energy here and be that driving force, that go-getter, that it's this energy of, you have a spiritual backing, so you don't necessarily need it in the world, although you have that as well. It's an energy here where it's an energy here where you're taking on a more cardinal approach. Some of you need to take on a more cardinal approach. But I think you have your plans in hand. It's an energy here where you've kind of come to an understanding of how to get where you're going. Back to that inner child energy and it's almost this energy of taking the mask off. An energy of knowing when to be cloaked, when to be self-preserving, I'm hearing. It's like a fine line balance here where you know how to navigate in this world now. You know how to navigate in this world now. You've learned how to close out cycles. I knew I felt the moon. I'm looking at it. Strength, and then there's the moon. I heard initiative. You've learned how to take an initiative. You've learned how to walk an unbeaten path. Beat it, however you're supposed to say it. The beat of your own drum. You've learned how to cultivate your own inner strength. You've learned how to work with life. You've learned how to work with the many elements within self that's required to wield true strength, show true connection to the divine. This magic that people speak of, you feel as if it comes natural. It's this energy, I'm really seeing it strongly as a candle, even a white candle. You've learned, it's this energy of you've learned that it takes the heart, it takes your reality, it takes your vibration, it takes your mind, your body to be in harmony. It takes ether to be in harmony. You learn that within is truly without, and as above is truly as below. It's also this energy of you've learned you can't hide from yourself. It's also even this energy of you can't hide from the world because you are, it's this energy of like, no matter if you try to be someone else, your true self would still shine through that, Don't mind me, y'all got on pajamas. It's raining out there. Hello. I'm comfortable. Okay. It's popping again. Y'all need to be comfortable. So they told me that we're going to clarify these pretty much kind of one by one. I don't know why this energy is so straight-laced. Like, well, Emperor. Hello. Okay. What cards we using? I love y'all, tribe. I just feel the need to say that. Tell me more about the magician. Oh, I was going for the emperor, but I said magician, so we're going to take it. We know that past, present, and future are all simultaneously existing, so we don't have to start at the beginning, because there's something here about this magician that's more so very near future energy. That's very important for how this emperor needs to navigate in the now. You know, as a progressive reader, and the way that they're bringing it across is this progressive energy here. This is what you're moving towards. Four of Cups. I think this fourth cup is the very same cup that's on this altar. I feel there's something coming straight from the divine. Typically, in most depictions, you know, it comes from the divine, but we're called to use certain decks for a reason. So I think this is something that's divinely sent from but it's coming through another person. It's not the typical cup coming from the divine. Again, we were drawn to these for a reason. This is a blessing coming from an external person, especially as it relates to the cups. Someone you're going to feel at ease with, comfortable with, someone you're going to feel like they have your back. King of Swords. It could be an air sign. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. I never mention signs, but hello, we're going to do it today apparently. Three of Cups is what you're looking at. You definitely have already acquired a reason to celebrate, especially coming in as the Emperor. I keep saying magician, coming in as the magician, okay? It's almost even this energy of somebody saying something, doing something, conveying something, an act of kindness even, with this being a cup. It could even be an act of kindness that helps bring you out of that Three of Cups energy. They are bringing me to the celebratory energy of the Three of Cups. But it's also that Six of Wands energy of the reminder not to rest upon your laurels, to keep moving. It's almost this energy even of someone coming in. Maybe there's someone coming in offering you something. But in order to accept that offer, that divine gift, you have to be willing to press forward, to go beyond yourself, to go beyond your comfort zone, to do something new, to elevate. Talking about Three of Cups energy as it stands as the Four of Cups is an elevation energy. It's a progressive energy. This may even be that energy of something coming in that you need to act on in the most balanced way. But when you're seizing the opportunity, act from the new cup. This may be even an energy of doing something you've already done in a different way. Maybe someone is going to assist in broadening your perspective on something that connects to you emotionally. It may even be a passion. It may be a career elevation. You know, it's definitely something that's continuing to broaden your perspective here. They're telling me to take this justice. And maybe that's symbolic of you needing to take this assistance. Take this because it's justice. Again, it's about divine bringing in the assistance that you now need to cultivate betterment with. This almost this energy of, it's not one of those gifts that, it's not like a hit the lottery. It's an opportunity. Maybe a job offer. It's something you have to actually apply your abilities to. Your magician energy, you hear me? This is something that takes your uniqueness, your individuality, an expression of yourself and your divinity. It really feels like an opportunity coming in from, it does feel like a noun, a person. I don't know why they wanted me to say a noun as a Ten of Cups. Some magical shit can turn a 4 into a 10, you hear me? This is something that allows you to progress fast. Seeing your heart's desires come into full fruition. But again, this is the Ten of Cups, so it still goes into the page, the Knight. You know, it's not a stagnant celebration again. This is an opportunity that you absolutely benefit from, but you have to press forward. You have to be authentic. You have to be true to yourself. I heard true to your cause. The reason why you're getting the blessing. This is also even an extension of a blessing that comes to you first. Something that you've already ascended, at a position you've already ascended to, is what puts you in the position to have more opportunities, more blessings. Being true to yourself allows these doors to continue to open. Y'all see how passionate they coming through me? This is some shit. I feel like they've been trying to show you this. They're trying to clear my throat. Anything else for the magician energy? There's something strong here about how this man is not aware fully. He appears to be either in a lower vibration than normal. And this is irregardless of the gender. This is about the masculine energy within yourself. Because the depiction is a man. Right? This is a feminine energy coming in to assist, or, you know, something coming in. Maybe this is a further connecting. Maybe some of you, especially if you're a masculine energy predominantly, you're feeling out of touch with your feminine energy. You may be feeling out of touch with a particular feminine you desire. Something of that nature even. Something you may have even called in, because this is something that continues your joy. It makes you further happier. Why is my words getting jumbled? Are you fearful of speaking? Do you not know what you would say if this person was to come in? Or, you know, Nine of Cups. Yo, that was in my mind. Y'all might not be able to be in my mind with me, but hello. Like I said, a further extension of your own happiness. Some of you know how I read. Nine of Cups will be a personal sense of joy, fulfillment, victory, celebration. Fulfillment, dream come true, alignment to purpose. Or at least in your reading, this is what they're telling me to say. Ten of Cups will be you and others, and overall, right? This is something, back to that wish energy, something you personally called in, your personal desires. This is it being made fully manifest, magician. This is an opportunity that gains you that full manifestation. It's one thing for your dreams to be in fruition. This is when you're having the signs, the synchronicities, the external proof, right? But to have it in full manifestation, right, is when it's now time to go on to the next project, because that's already in full fruition. You can come back and water that just like a plant. Once it's grown, it may require less care. You just got to keep it, sunlight, water, whatever have you. Y'all get what I'm saying? Furthermore, this may also be about continual support, continual assistance. This may be a partner, a love interest, a business partner, a boss, whatever. Again, y'all know, take it how it resonates. Whatever, strike a chord with you. I knew it was more. And here's Six of Wands. Like I said, it's that energy before. It's just that reminder not to rest on your laurels, not to rest on the accomplishments you already had, the reasons you've already had to celebrate. This is that reminder. It really feels like for you to press forward. Okay. Ten of Wands, Knight of Wands. That's again transformation, elevation. Devil, Fool. Eight of Swords, Page of Wands. So, I knew it. Okay. All these damn wands. You're not speaking what your vibe is telling you. Or the warning not to do that. They meant they were going to clear my throat chakra. I told you a little earlier they was fucking with my throat. And this devil energy feels like a need to make sure you speak up for yourself. I feel like this energy here where it's also even that energy of making sure that the contract is suitable for you. Just because they printed out a contract don't mean you got to sign that bitch as is. You can have a lawyer check it out. You can thoroughly read it and trust yourself to make the right decision. You can send that bitch back with the request that you need, you know, the changes you need or require requests. It's also a reminder here of remembering you're in control here, Magician. Some of y'all know how I read. Sometimes Devil card comes across as worldly shit, especially under the Justice card. Especially under the Eight of Swords, over the Eight of Swords. I feel this strong energy of not to feel pressured. Don't feel pressured. And if in doing business with someone or entering a friendship, a partnership, a connection in whatever way, if your vibration, right, all these wands, if your natural connection to the divine and your natural ability to read energy, right, wand, vibration, or if something is going against what your true heart's desires is or your true creations, right? Sometimes when people give you an opportunity, let's say you wrote something, they want to come in and change a few things, right? Stand strong to you. You. Because what you create is an extension of you. Stand strong. Be willing to be the dictator, but what I mainly heard is the authoritative, the remember, some of you guys really struggle with that because the way that felt, you guys may really struggle with that. Where's my shirt? Is somebody, this devil card trying to give you an opportunity for your looks or your assets? No. No, fool, right? Opportunity lives in ether. True opportunity lives in ether. That's where it comes from. It may be presented through a person, but if it's real, it comes from the divine. It may show up in a person. If the person shows up and they're not divine in their actions, their communications, their contracts, their intentions, you don't have to just take that opportunity. Possibility lives in the hands of the divine. Justice is yours if you choose to have faith and really have it. Not rest on what's already presented to you or things like that. You know, this is a general, so they're giving me different, you know, shit. But take what resonates for you. Make sure that the opportunities that you actually accept, not just receive, but accept, agree to, the terms and conditions you agree to, are the ones that's really aligned with Nine of Cups, your personal heart's desires. Because remember, guard your heart with all diligence, for out of that comes the manifestations of your experience. So if something's not aligned with your heart, it's not aligned with the true manifestations of your experience. It's aligned with illusion, falsehood, bullshit, worldly matters, world, right? Remember that if you're connected to zero, full, ether energy, willing to take the leap of faith and grow your wings, that you will have success always. Six of Wands, you will have victory. Some people are snakes, but know the snakes, right? All you gotta do is know the snake. If shit ain't got no legs, what? Eight of Wands, don't. Eight of Swords, look at that. Eight of Wands, not Eight of Swords. Eight of Wands, be in divine communication. Not operating from the worldly mind, or you're going to be in a prison and you might fuck up or miss some opportunities, which is still a fuck up. Oftentimes, I tell y'all I don't usually believe in missed opportunities. I believe in rescheduled opportunities. But with this being right by the devil might make you miss some shit, okay? Because the devil lives in your mind. It can't fuck with you. It can only fuck with your mind and cause you to fuck up your own life. Right? Devil can only live in your mind. Eight of Swords. Devil don't live in your reality. Live in your mind. Live in your heart. It tries to get in your body to fuck up your manifestations. Tries to get in your body to fuck up your alignment. This can also be people. Remember, these devils and demons and shit, it don't come in the form and do in the movies. 9 times out of 10. Because it's about trickery. It's going to show up in the way that best tricks your ass. So pay attention. Could show up in a person, place, thing, object. That's why we say it noun. Hello. Page of Wands, make sure that, again, what you're pursuing, what you're learning more about, remember, in the process of evolution, you're always evolving from some point, right? Make sure that in the position you stand, it gains you the opportunity to still evolve, right? As a page, that's reminding you that there's still more to know. There's still more, and with this being a wand, there's better ways to harness energy. There's better ways there's more wisdom, right? Wand, not sword, more wisdom that can be acquired about being in proper alignment, wand, right? Being in the proper vibration to really achieve your dreams, right? Knight of Wands. So many wands here, y'all. Don't let the world rob you of your justice. And for some of you, if this is in relation to being fearful of changing directions, if your heart is pulling you in a new direction, but you've already acquired some level of success here, don't let the devil rob you of a higher level of elevation just because it may be uncomfortable, right? Or just because in your previous endeavor you had to use the mind, but now it's time to really use the soul, wand energy, right? Okay? We had 28 minutes. Stay tapped into your intuition, y'all. Deep breaths. 4 count. 4 in, 4 hold, 4 out. Especially in times of major decision, temptation, decision, whatever have you. Take them. Okay. It's the energy of working backwards here, but it being progressive. Work from a position of knowing your future, how you want your future to play out. Full energy with the acceptance of divine assistance, right? This is about keeping your future plans, actions, intentions, emotions interwoven in your present circumstances. That's how you acquire better alignment. That's how you acquire better wisdom. That's how you keep your actions, your emotions, your behaviors, your partnerships aligned with the direction that you're going in, right? there's an importance in being present, but there's a great importance in being mindful of the actions that need to be taken in the present that are specifically for the future unfoldment, betterment in whatever area or every area, right? Back to your original card, wisdom arises through effort. Wisdom disappears through lack of effort. Knowing the twofold path of growth and decline, one should arrange oneself such that wisdom increases. This is that reminder. Make sure that it's growth. If you got to start a gratitude journal, and maybe morning and night, or night, morning, however best for you, to truly, look at my words won't even come out because you need to write. Some of you, writing will help increase your mental productivity, capability, and remind you that shit, I got this. Put that contract on the table. That's what I feel. 3 of Wands, 10 of Pentacles. How you doing? 8 of Cups. Leave emotional lack in the back. Leave emotional lack in the back, okay? Because that's what it's coming across in your reading as. Is this for the Sun or the Emperor? I'm leaning more towards the Sun as this man faces the Moon. Going down that Moon path, knowing that the Sun is always on the other side of the Moon. Temperance behind that, having patience in your what? Alchemy. Being the alchemist. Water, fire. Harnessing the manifestation power from your emotions, your heart energy. Harnessing the effortlessness from your vibration, your alignment, right? I often talk about that fine line between effort and effortlessness, right? Co-creator energy. Yin yang, right? You being yourself and allowing others to be their self. You being where you are and allowing others to be where they are, right? Sometimes that requires taking your eyes off the 8 of Cups and the 3 of Cups and seeing what kind of new shit got popping. 10s relate to the Wheel of Fortune. This feels like Wheel of Fortune. It was coming across as Wheel of Fortune when I first turned the camera on as well. This new cycle is all about good fortune. Speeding up of energy. Wands, right? 3 of Wands. That ship come in on water, but it's controlled by the wand, the vibration. Just the same as a boat would need those propellers, right? They locking it in, y'all. Getting from the Emperor to the Empress, the full manifestations, the final wrapping up of, is held or controlled by your vibration and the control of your vibration and your emotions. The water, the ship, the vibration, the person, the vessel, the spirit. All these things need to be controlled. Emperor energy, people like to be, yeah, I'm emperor this, I'm emperor that, but there's a certain level of control in all areas that are required, magician, to maintain, not just achieve, but to maintain. And to maintain what comes after leaving this 10 of Pentacles energy. 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. You're moving into a full new cycle. You have no choice but to accept that. Because life it doesn't wait for nobody. One of the cards I created in my decks, it says you know, something about needing to be at the dock before the ship can get there. Well, you have arrived. And that ship is coming from the divine. That shit ain't even on water. Full energy coming straight from ether. That's why you need control. Magical shit is happening. You gotta be in control as the magician. Three of Cups. You see how she like gypsy out here? Interesting. You are in control. You have assistance, but you are in control. Remember, angels, devils, demons, none of that shit can act on your behalf without your permission or your assistance. If you don't want low vibrational bullshit, you can't work with it. It cannot be in your vibe. It cannot be in your heart. It cannot be in your mind. To the best of your abilities, right? Because some low vibrations serve you because it helps you to identify bullshit and then you're able to release it, right? We don't act like things don't arise within ourselves for no reason. We just identify with the shit. We gain wisdom and knowledge on it and we deal with it. If it's time to get it the fuck gone now, then we get it gone now. If it's not time, then we figure out why it's still here. But we do not deny or act like it affects our level of divinity. We don't act like it's able to fully affect our reality, you know? We don't give our power, our control over to life, over the bullshit, over external forces. We know that in anything and everything that happens in our life, our hands was in that shit too. We don't place blame externally, especially not before we recognize the blame that needs to be placed within oneself. My chest is on fucking fire. Trigger warning, apparently somebody might be triggered or feeling some type of ways or needed to hear this, I don't know. But we clearing heart chakras, we clearing throat chakras, we clearing all chakras, we get in the proper alignment. Because some blessings you need to be able to feel before they can become tangible in your experience. Before you're able to fully trust yourself to accept it. Let's be real, we're in a vessel and we know we will fall short at times. Someone's this energy of, but we are not the judge or the jury. Because we're actively participating in the continual unfoldment of our own experience. How can we call judgment on shit that's continuing to unfold? It's like trying to have trial before you even caught the person, right? You can't go into trial before you've even proven innocent or not innocent. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Some people need to hear that. Look at that. Ace of Cups. You can't call trial or error on an experience that has not fully manifested yet. A lot of times you can only judge, if you want to use that word, when you now have hindsight. You can't judge before it unfolds because it's always possibility, right? It's always that chance for shit to change. Remember not to judge situations, circumstances, people, nothing, before it has shown its true colors or before it has happened. This we try to do, but you cannot cast judgment before. It's like trying to say somebody's guilty before they've ever even committed a crime. Take that how it resonates. Because I feel like it's this energy, that was more so this energy of saying, some of you may be feeling as if you can't succeed or you can't bring this into full fruition or something won't happen. Especially it won't happen in the way that you foreseen it, right? Some of you may feel like something may fall short of your expectations, but it hasn't even fucking happened yet. And if you the magician and you in control and that's your mindset, if that's where your energy at, then that's what you call a self-fulfilled prophecy. That's what you call, I did that shit. That's what you call, I took it out of the divine hands and I fucked up the energy and didn't know what to do with it yet. Take it however that resonates for you. We're going to look at this and keep going. Three of Cups want to be in reverse. I'm telling you. Three. I heard disruption. Back to that energy, and this was coming out in the original video that got cut off. That energy of some of you may needing to accept change or accept difference within oneself. Some of you, I feel like you've really ascended higher than you're allowing yourself to believe or display. That shit gotta go. Because this Emperor is fully capable to bring Empress energy into full fruition. But it's almost this energy of you, the strength within one's faith has to be strong enough. Right? The strength within one's trust has to be strong enough. The connection to the divine and the identification of destiny and purpose has to be identified. The courage to take on leadership. The courage to go with the flow of change. The courage to pick yourself the fuck back up sometime. And move forward. See the truth of all things. Not just the light or the dark, but all things. And the truth within the driver, oneself. Bringing you to an ultimate awakening experience. To have full justice. Because of the harmony within self. The identification of true path and purpose. The overcoming of lower vibrations. Knowing that you must work with lower self in order to achieve higher self. And embrace new life. Embrace change. In the face of change, go straight into the energy of Hierophant, right? In order to really have new, to rise from the fucking dead, to rise from the ashes. Once I was a caterpillar, now I'm a butterfly. They asked, how could one become a new creature? And this was my pride, you know. I've been transformed, been reborn, and the divine is the reason why. Ether energy. Spirit energy. We're going to end it there. We're going to get one card of advice with this Emperor. They're telling me surrender. Tribe, what you surrendering here with this Emperor energy in order to really have your blessings? Surrender procrastination, surrender outdated beliefs of yourself, and surrender obsessive thinking. 8 of Swords. Let the devil get the fuck out your mind. Take back your power and remember that you ruled the world when you came into a vessel. Why? It's not about because it's not about the vessel. It's about the power that was placed in the vessel. That's why devil energy wants the vessel. Because it has what the devil energy doesn't have. True power. True divinity. The ability to have this vessel and be a representation of power, grace, favor. Surrender who the fuck you thought you was and become who you truly are. The shit, okay? It's time to get it rocking and popping. It's not the time to let anything fall by the wayside. Look at that divine timing and surrender to complete healing is what they wanted to see. Surrender addictions. Some of y'all just addicted to lower vibrations. Because surrender stress was behind that. Surrender to divine timing and surrender to complete healing. Now is the time for full transformation. The shit that was unforeseeable, 4 of Cups, Ace of Cups. And more importantly, the shit that was always foreseeable. High Priestess energy like we had. I love y'all, tribe. Y'all, what? Nobody. If the divine is knocking, or your blessings and your experiences is knocking, let it in. I love y'all. Thank you for the support. Y'all, interact in the comments. It's not one person on earth for a reason. It's many of us for a reason. We help and we grow through experiences with ourselves, with others, and with spirit. With accepting experience in its entirety. And not being fearful of vulnerability or not being fearful of speaking and honoring your truth or your experiences. Some of you may feel called to reply to other people's comments because you've experienced, you know. And this is just a small message for some of y'all. Some of you are feeling this energy of making your presence known in this world, in life, in your experience. And one of the best ways you can do that is through expression. Expression can be without words. Sun energy, emperor energy, magician energy, all this shit, you're a creator. And that's one of the most divine things about divine beings. The fact that we have the ability to create, to change, to transform. It's like this saying I heard before, a dog will always be a dog, but a human can be whatever the fuck they want to be. Take that how that resonates, y'all. I love y'all. Thank you for your support and love and time, effort, attention, everything. Oh, I love y'all. Bye, y'all.